right there.
What?
Don't move.
What? What's happening?
Drop the bags now.
These are mine. I just
Don't.
bought all of this.
Sure you did.
I have the receipts right here.
I said drop them. You're not going anywhere.
Sir, please. You're making a mistake.
Frank Jenkins had no idea what he just walked into. In the next 14 months, his career would end, criminal charges would be filed against him, and Grandview Mal would write a check for $3.1 million. The woman he just stopped was not some random shopper. Denise Johnson was a 32-year veteran of the Chicago public school system. She was a beloved leader in her community. She had connections across the entire city, and she had just spent 3 hours buying items for her daughter's graduation party. Every single bag had a receipt inside. Every single purchase showed up on security cameras. 4 stores, 4 receipts, 0 theft. And the 14 cameras in that Mal hallway, they caught every second of what Frank Jenkins did next. Before I continue, let me ask you something. Have you ever been treated like a criminal when you did nothing wrong? Drop your answer in the comments. Frank Jenkins had no idea who he just put his hands on. Denise Marie Johnson was 54 years old. She worked as an assistant principal at Westbrook Elementary School in Chicago. She had been in education for 32 years. She started as a kindergarten teacher. She worked her way up through the system. She earned a master's degree in school leadership. In 2011, the district named her Teacher of the Year. But here is what really mattered. Denise knew how to fight back against unfair treatment. She spent 8 years on the Teachers Union Grievance Committee. That means she helped teachers who were treated unfairly. She knew how to document everything. She knew how to hold people accountable. In her community, everyone knew Denise. She was active at Greater Hope Baptist Church. Every year, she ran a back-to-school drive that helped over 400 families. 3 city council members knew her by name. On this Saturday in May, Denise was just a proud mom. Her daughter Keisha was about to graduate high school. Keisha got a full scholarship to Northwestern University. She was the first in their family to go to a big university. Denise had saved money for months to throw her a proper party. Now here is what happened next. Frank Jenkins had been a problem long before he touched Denise Johnson. Jenkins was 41 years old. He worked for a company called Secure Force Protection Services. They hired him to guard Grandview Mal. He had been there for 3 years. Before that, he worked security at 2 other stores. He left both jobs under strange circumstances. His work files would later show that people had complained about him. The files did not say exactly what he did wrong. But the pattern was clear. In the 18 months before he attacked Denise, Jenkins had 11 documented problems with shoppers. 9 of those 11 times, the shopper was black. Not one of those stops led to an actual theft. Let me give you some examples. In March 2022, Jenkins stopped a black teenager. He held the kid for 45 minutes over a hoodie. The receipt was in the kid's pocket the whole time. Jenkins never said sorry. In August 2022, he followed a black family through 3 stores. He called for backup because they looked suspicious. They were shopping for school clothes. They spent $847. In January 2023, he blocked a black woman from leaving. He would not let her go until she proved she paid. A store manager had to step in. Mal workers noticed this pattern. Some of them complained. Emails would later show that managers talked about Jenkins being too aggressive. One email said, "He's going to get us sued." That email was written 8 months before he attacked Denise. Management knew. They wrote it down. They did nothing. Type accountability in the comments if you think managers should have stopped him sooner. It was Saturday, May 13, 2023. The time was 3:47 in the afternoon. Grandview Mal sits in suburban Chicago. It has 2 floors. There is a food court upstairs. On this sunny spring day, the Mal was busy with families and teenagers. Denise arrived at 12:30 that afternoon. She had a shopping list. She was careful and organized. Her first stop was Bath and Body Works. She bought candles and lotions for party favors. She paid $67.43. Her receipt was stamped at 1:02 p.m. Next, she went to Target. She bought decorations, tablecloths, and balloons. She paid $134.89. receipt stamped at 1:58 p.m. Then Macy's, she bought a nice dress to wear to graduation. She paid $189, receipt stamped at 2:47 p.m. Her last stop was Foot Locker. She bought Nike Air Force Ones for Keisha. Those were the exact shoes her daughter wanted. She paid $120, receipt stamped at 3:31 p.m. Total spent that day, $511.32. 4 stores, 4 receipts, 3 hours of shopping. Denise was carrying 4 branded shopping bags. She was 16 feet from the exit doors, 16 feet from her car, 16 feet from going home to plan her daughter's party. She never made it. If stories like this matter to you, hit that subscribe button now. Jenkins stepped right in front of Denise. He blocked her path. Stop right there. He did not say who he was. He did not explain anything. Denise was confused. Excuse me, is something wrong? Drop the bags now. His hand went to his radio. Sir, I just came from Foot Locker. These are my bags. I have receipts. Jenkins cut her off. I've been watching you. I know what I saw. Her voice got louder. What did you see? I paid for everything. Check the bags. You've been hitting stores all afternoon, hiding stuff. I watched you. Denise could not believe it. Hiding? I was shopping. It's a mal. I have 4 receipts right here. She reached for her purse to get the receipts. That was the moment everything changed. Jenkins grabbed her arm. Denise pulled back without thinking. In one fast move, Jenkins swept her legs. He took her down from behind. Denise hit the tile floor hard. Her shoulder took the impact. Shopping bags flew everywhere. The Nike box slid across the floor. Candles rolled in every direction. What are you doing? Denise screamed. My arms, you're hurting me. Jenkins put his knee on her back. Stop resisting. She was not resisting. She was 54 years old. She was face down on a mal floor. Her shoulder had just popped out of place. People started gathering. A mother pulled her kids back and started recording on her phone. A man yelled at Jenkins, "Hey, what are you doing to her?" A teenage girl was crying. An old man walked up. She didn't do anything. I saw her at the register. Jenkins picked up his radio. I need backup at South Corridor. Shoplifter in custody. She's resisting. Everything Jenkins said was being recorded. Every word, every action, every lie. Let me know in the comments, what would you do if you saw this happen? The crowd grew fast, 15 people, then 20, then 30, some were recording, some were yelling at Jenkins to let her go. 2 more security guards showed up. One of them asked Jenkins a simple question. What happened? What did she take? Jenkins answered fast. I watched her hide stuff in multiple stores. But then the second guard asked the question that changed everything. Her name was Teresa Molina. She said, did you check the bags? Jenkins stared at her. I don't need to check the bags. I saw what I saw. Teresa made a decision. She bent down and started checking the bags herself, right there on the floor, next to all of Denise's scattered things. Bag 1, Bath and Body Works, receipt inside, every item matched, time stamped. Bag 2, Target, receipt inside, every item matched, time stamped. Bag 3, Macy's, receipt inside, the dress still had the tags on it, time stamped. Bag 4, Foot Locker, receipt inside, the Nike box was still sealed, time stamped. Teresa looked at Jenkins. Frank, she has receipts for everything. Jenkins would not back down. Those could be fake, she could have. Teresa stopped him. They're time stamped. From today, I can see the store names on the bags. Then the witnesses started speaking up. A 34-year-old man named Marcus Webb said, I was behind her at Target. She paid with a credit card. I watched her. A 67-year-old retired nurse named Linda Okonkwo said, I held the door for her at Macy's. She was carrying bags from things she just bought. A 19-year-old college student named Deshaun Miller said something that made everything worse for Jenkins. I work at Foot Locker. I rang her up 20 minutes ago. Those are my initials on the receipt. 2 police officers arrived. They looked at the scene. They asked Jenkins to explain. Jenkins said he saw suspicious behavior. He said he saw her hiding things. The officer asked the most important question. Did you see her actually take something without paying? Jenkins paused. I observed patterns that were. The officer stopped him. That's not what I asked. Did you witness a theft? Jenkins tried again. She was going to. The officer said it one more time. So did you witness a theft? Yes or no? Silence. Denise was still on the ground. Her shoulder was clearly out of place. She was in shock. Tears ran down her face. Paramedics came. They took her to the hospital. The evidence was everywhere. Witness statements from multiple people. 6 cell phone recordings from different angles. 14 camera feeds from the Mal's security system. Jenkins' own radio calls. By now, Frank Jenkins was starting to understand how badly he messed up, but he still did not know how bad things would get. He did not know who Denise Johnson really was, and he did not know what was coming. Type receipts in the comments if you think Jenkins should have checked before attacking her. At the hospital, doctors found that Denise had a dislocated shoulder. They had to put her under medicine to F. Roman 9 it. She would need months of physical therapy. She might need surgery if things did not heal right. That evening, her husband Robert came to the hospital. Her daughter Keisha came too. So did her brother Gerald. Gerald was a retired Chicago police sergeant. Gerald asked Denise one thing. Tell me exactly what happened, everything you remember. Gerald knew how cases like this can disappear. He told Denise to write everything down while she still remembered it. Names, times, what people said, who saw it happen. On Sunday morning, Gerald called an attorney friend. That attorney called another one. By Sunday afternoon, a civil rights lawyer named Marsha Haynes took the case. On Monday morning, Attorney Haynes sent a letter to Grandview Mal. The letter said they must keep all the security video. She knew that video can get deleted by accident on purpose. The Mal said they were reviewing the video. Attorney Haynes wrote back, I already filed paperwork. If you delete anything, I will add that to the lawsuit. Then Jenkins' story started to fall apart. He said he saw Denise hiding things, but no store reported any theft. Nothing was hidden. Everything was in shopping bags with receipts. He said Denise resisted when he tried to stop her, but 6 phone videos showed she was reaching for her purse to get receipts when he grabbed her. He said he told her he was security, but the videos showed he never said that. His first words were stop right there. At first, Secure Force backed Jenkins up. Then they watched the videos. Then they saw the news starting to cover it. They suspended Jenkins while they looked into it. The police sent the case to prosecutors. They wanted to see if Jenkins should face assault charges. 10 days after the attack, Secure Force fired Jenkins. They said he broke the rules about using force. They said he did not follow the right steps for stopping someone. But losing his job was just the start of Frank Jenkins' problems, because by now, the videos were everywhere. If you want to see more stories about people getting justice, hit subscribe. The first video went up Saturday night, just hours after the attack. A mother who saw everything posted it. Her caption said, "Security guard tackles innocent black woman at Grandview Mall. She had receipts for everything." By 10 p.m. Saturday, 4,000 people had watched it on Facebook. By Sunday morning, it spread to Twitter, 50,000 views. By Sunday afternoon, local Chicago news picked it up. WGN, ABC 7, NBC 5, they all ran stories about it. By Sunday night, 500,000 people had watched across all platforms. By Monday, national news caught on, The Root, HuffPost, CNN Online. By Wednesday, 2.3 million people had watched. The hashtag Justice for Denise was trending in Chicago. 6 different recordings came out. Each one was worse for Jenkins than the last. One video showed Denise's face when she hit the ground. Another one caught the sound of her scream. People had a lot to say online. This is why black people can't just exist in public spaces. She's someone's mother, someone's wife, a teacher for 32 years, and they treated her like a criminal. He never even checked the bags, never asked for a receipt, just attacked her. The Chicago Tribune put the story on the front page. Local news talked to her former students. They called Denise the best teacher I ever had. A former student, who is now a city council member, spoke up for her. Grandview Mall put out a careful statement. We take this matter seriously and are looking into it. People online did not buy it. Looking into what? We all watched the video. Jenkins deleted his social media. He did not talk to any reporters. If this story made you angry, share it with someone who needs to see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In June 2023, Denise filed a lawsuit. She sued Secure Force Protection Services. She sued Grandview Mall. She sued Frank Jenkins personally. The lawsuit said Jenkins committed assault and battery. It said he held her against her will for no reason. It said the Mall was careless about who they hired. It said they caused her emotional pain. It said they violated her civil rights. When the lawyers started digging, they found Jenkins' work file. 11 problems before this, 9 of them with black shoppers. They found the emails where managers talked about him. They found the email that said he would get them sued. That email was written 8 months before he attacked Denise. 2 more black shoppers came forward after seeing the news. Jenkins had wrongly stopped them too. Their cases had been quietly settled with store gift cards. Now they wanted to tell their stories. Secure Force tried to say Jenkins acted on his own. He went against his training, they said, but the training records showed something else. The company's training for stopping shoppers was just 4 hours long. No practice with real situations. No training on calming people. No training about bias. Settlement talks started in January 2024. By March, they reached a deal. Here are the numbers. For medical bills, lost work, and pain, $1.4 million. For the Mall knowing about Jenkins and doing nothing, $1.5 million. For attorney fees, $200,000. Total, $3.1 million. But the settlement had other parts too. Jenkins can never work in security again. Grandview Mall had to change how they train their guards. Secure Force had to add bias training. And the criminal case against Jenkins, he was charged with battery. He pleaded no contest. That means he did not fight the charge. He got 18 months of probation. He had to do 200 hours of community service, and he has to stay at least 500 feet away from Denise Johnson forever. Jenkins never said sorry. His lawyer said one thing. Mr. Jenkins believes he was doing his job the way he understood it. $3.1 million, but for Denise, this was never about money. In March 2024, Denise stood outside the courthouse. Her lawyer was with her. So was her husband, Robert. So was her daughter, Keisha, now a freshman at Northwestern. Denise spoke to the cameras. I still cannot lift my right arm above my shoulder. I still have nightmares. I still get tense when I see a security guard. I spent 32 years teaching children to stand tall, to be proud, to know their worth. In 30 seconds, a man who never asked my name tried to take all of that away. She paused. I know how to document things. I know how to fight back. I know lawyers. Most people who go through what I went through do not have those things. They get a gift card and a fake sorry. They are supposed to be grateful. That is not justice. Then she spoke to workers everywhere. To every retail worker, to every security guard who does the job right, to every employee who was told to let these things go. You deserve better. You deserve real training. And to shoppers who looked like her. To everyone who has been followed, watched, questioned, stopped, searched, held just for existing in a store. I see you, I believe you, you are not imagining it. She ended with hope. My daughter is going to graduate from Northwestern. She will have the career she deserves. And maybe she will live in a world where people think twice before assuming the worst about someone because of how they look. This case shows a bigger problem. Studies show black shoppers are 2.5 times more likely to be followed by security than white shoppers. Only 1 in 3 security guards gets any training about bias. Only 1 in 10 learns how to calm situations down. Denise won because she had resources most people do not have. She had connections. She had a family member who knew the system. She could afford to fight. Most victims cannot do that. They stay quiet. The pattern continues. Nothing changes until a video goes viral. So let me ask you, do we wait for another viral video before we demand better training? Do we keep settling these cases quietly so companies never have to change? Do we accept a world where shopping while black means shopping while suspected. Because if we do not fix the training, if we do not address the bias, if we do not hold companies responsible, then we are just waiting for the next Frank Jenkins, the next Denise Johnson, the next dislocated shoulder, the next life turned upside down, the next $3 million that never should have been needed. Comment below if you have ever been followed in a store for no reason. I want to hear your story. If you think stories like this matter, hit that subscribe button. We are going to keep exposing these patterns. We are going to keep naming names. We are going to keep demanding training and accountability and basic respect for everyone who walks into a store. This is not just about Frank Jenkins or Denise Johnson. This is about every person treated like a criminal for the crime of shopping while existing. And it is about the system that makes it possible. That system does not change unless we change it. See you in the next one.